Welcome to our international podcast, Below the Belt. We are broadcasting from the national capital city of the oil producing Republic of Guyana, the national capital city being Georgetown, Guyana. That is good to have each and every one of you with us today, wherever you're joining us from, guys, around the world. It's our privilege to have each and every one of you here with us, and by each and every one who we refer to Candiline Inderjeet, who is joining us, Winston Henry, who is joining us from East Le Penitence. Winston is in the capital city as well. We see Wendy Roland is here too, and Magnell Barrow, all the usual suspects. Magnell, how you doing? We see Dorrit David. She ain't taking left, she run into. Rashley Ford here to peep in. Rashley got the eyes up, the two eyes, peep in to see who below the belt today. Welcome each and every one of you again to our international podcast. Good to see Stephanie Pearson and Sharma E. Grant Melville. Good to see Sandra Batiste and Myrna Monroe, guys. It's our privilege to have each and every one of you. Chanel Wilson is here too, along with Karen Gordon. Good day to you too, Karen. Karen says good day to all. Deborah Lee Chaser too, and Chisel Chipper 68 will not be left behind. Chisel says she's joining from Delaware via Brooklyn over the river. Chisel is joining us from Delaware via Brooklyn via over the river. I like that. She come from a lot of places. She knows which two guys which the boat. The boat is. Good to see you, Polly and Shorts, who has tuned in from New Amsterdam. How is the weather in New Amsterdam? How is the weather there, folks? What you guys having for lunch? Guys, I had a fantastic cook-up. It's sitting down real nice, folks. It's slapping real good. Slapping real good. Good to see you, Carlos Malcolm. Good day to you and all of the other viewers. Carlos says, good to see Renwick Daly is here and Rami Leander. Good to see, is it Valletta Marcus? Good to see you, Valletta. Pauline Chalmers is here as well, and we're so privileged, so very privileged to have Pauline. And we have a no-name person who just says watching, and the name says Facebook user. And we have also Linda Thomas is here too, Samantha Prince, they're both, as well as Carlotta Reynolds. And Sandra Ford says it's cold in NY, it's cold. You know, the good book tells us that the good Lord has fixed the bounds of our habitation. We run out the bounds. Polly Schultz says it's raining where she is. And guys, it's raining in the national capital city as well. And we're going to be telling you about the weather where we are and how things are going to pan out for the rest of the day. Folks from Guyana, where we broadcast from the national capital city. Oh my, it says that there's light showers. Light showers. What is light showers? I still want to know. What is light showers? They're telling us it's 27 degrees outside. It's the 51% chance it's going to rain. Well, folks, we have succeeded where that is concerned. It is raining outside. It says it's 27 degrees, but it feels like 29. It feels like 29 degrees outside. This is according to weather.com. As you know, this is one of our favorite websites in which we touch base to get the valid and credible information about the weather. Folks, that cook up is a lovely spit piece, and then I know, like, the slow cook it on a little cold pot. It got a little kind of cold potish flavor to it there, and it chopped real nice with some beef, and we top it off with a little barbecue chicken, and nothing like a little coke for bring out the flavor, that little sizzle in the coke. Not cocaine, yeah, mind you, because some of you can get and cut that now and put it in some meme or something of that nature. A little cokes will bring out that little fizz in the coke, pull out the flavor nicely. How you guys doing? 27 degrees where we are, guys. There's a 51% chance it's going to rain in the national capital city of Georgetown. It says it's 27 degrees outside, but it feels like 29, even though we have these light showers pushing into the weekend. And even as the day ebbs on, they're telling us there's a 70% chance it's going to rain this evening. Well, folks, if there's a 51% chance it's going to rain right now and it's raining outside, imagine when they tell you there's a 71% chance it's going to rain into the evening. Wherever you are going tonight, wherever you are throwing your body, carry an umbrella. No pun intended, but maybe we should have a pun there. Carry your umbrella, carry your overcoat, carry your rain jacket, because there's a 70% chance, 70% chance it's going to rain this evening, even overnight, folks. Those of you who are going to be overnighting someplace, my wife and I went up to Linden last weekend, and we overnighted there. There's a 80% chance it's going to rain overnight, folks, into tomorrow. So if you are sleeping out, you're packing your bags, throwing your umbrella, throwing your raincoat, throwing your overcoat, throwing whatever it takes to stay dry, because as we proceed throughout the day, the percentage chance of rainfall goes up, folks. Believe it or not, it's going to be a wet night. Children will be born. Pim pim, bing bang bing, ping bang ping. That being said, it's really good to see so many of you, Latavia Lois and Karen Smith and Kearns. And Kearns, she's listening from Georgia. And Kearns, how things there? How is the weather in Georgia? We love our people in Georgia. Love, 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 love. Love you all. And Kearns, hope you're going great. You and the family. Or I know if you're running from your family, that's how you end up in Georgia. There is that too. Good to see you. And I see Selby and Beatrice tells us there's rain where she is, and cold and a little snow, and she got your umbrella. I like that. Always prepare for the worst. Beatrice is a girl with your thing. She got your umbrella and all the other stuff. Good to see you, folks, wherever you're joining us from around the world. Guys, smash that emoji button now. Smash it. Please and thank you. Smash the button. Susan Pinero, we see you, girl. Good to see you. Shelon Chester Pillay is here. So we ask all these fancy names. You got names like Pinero and Pillay. You better got the car in the bank. Please and thank you, these highfalutin, pushy names. Pinero and Pillay and so forth and such. Pauline Chalmers said, things tight. I can't afford an umbrella. I need a black garbage bag. What Pauline, we got to do what we got to do. We got to do what we got. It's black bag, it's black bag. Right? If it's black bag, it's black bags. We ain't judging, because sometimes too, we can't even afford the long boots to come out the muddy street. We got to throw our foot in a black bag too. So what we can tell you, Mark Julian is watching us from Canada. Mark, you see, notice there's a kind of accent gone there. From Canada, Mark Julian has joined us, and he's joining us from Toronto, Canada. Mark Julian is up in the hizzer. Folks, let us make Mark feel very welcome and very warm, because I think it's cold in Canada this time of year. Good to see each and every one of you folks who have joined our live broadcast. Robin Noreen will not be left out. He is present. Pansy Field is here as well. Andira Narayan is here. Did I call it right? Andira Paradise, sorry. Andira, call Marriott one time. I see Robin name and I done Marriott. Andira, good to see you. Robin, good to see you as well. Sweetness Ballers is here and says, respect and manners. Respect and manners to each and every one of you. Indeed. Rhonda Lane is here as well. And I see Julian Mars. A lot of Julians here today. Chevron McDonald, Florida, turn up. Florida bringing sunshine to all the Yahoo, cold Canada and New York and so forth. Enter Florida with brilliant sunshine, I think. Methinks. Good to see each and every one of you nonetheless. I see Andrea McDougall is here as well. Good to see you, Andrea McDonald. Make up your mind what his name is, no man. Good to see each and every one of you people. Good to see you. Respect and manners. Guys, good to see each and every one of you. Love having you guys here with us today. As you know, folks, lots of things are happening internationally. Lots and lots of things happening internationally. Of which one is we have that, what do you call it? That protest just yesterday by the CGID in Brooklyn. And those guys came out to make their voices heard against Nasty Man, the nasty fellow who made a nasty dildo comment in the National Assembly, among other things. And again, this protest was organized by the Caribbean Guyana Institute of Democracy, the PNCR North American Region Chapter, the NAR Inc., that's the PNCR North American Region and Chapter. And then you have the Guyanese Organizations Against Racism. These were the folks out there protesting yesterday afternoon. The assembly point, they met at an area in Linden Boulevard, if you know that piece of real estate in Brooklyn. It's called God's Battalion of Prayer. Yes, they got prayer out sometimes, it's strong, man. And then they went to the area in which this meeting was being held. They met at Linden Boulevard and Schenectady Avenue. If you all know your real estate there in Brooklyn, and then proceeded to protest the installation team. The installation team, of which Nigel Darmlal was one of them. Please and thank you. As of course, you know his crass behavior in the National Assembly has been at the forefront of national discussions and so forth. Chief of which you had a dildo comment directed at a female member of parliament. You had him telling another member of parliament how her face looking old and all kinds of nastiness, all kinds of stinking, wicked, dirty nastiness proceeded out of the mouth of the gentleman. And so, folks, we're going to just bring in some of the audio of that protest, and these guys spared no words, minced no words with Damlal and his ilks who were present at that event there in Brooklyn. Take a listen of what transpired yesterday afternoon.
I gotta clean this. Hold on. No, dildo must go.
Dildo must go. Dildo.
Dildo got to go.
Got to go.
Little dildo got to go.
Gotta go. He gotta go. He got to go.
That's how disrespectful they are.
People very disrespectful.
Yes.
And they use the mark
At such an occasion.
all the time.
All right. All right, share this link. Share the link. Let's get a couple thousand people here.
Y'all hear Rick Ford. Share the link.
So I can't take this off.
Share the link.
Wow. Okay, everybody share this link. So we outside at the God's Battalion of Prayer Church. People are now gathering.
I can tell y'all.
So far nobody is coming to see Mark Phillips. The only people here are police. And y'all share this link.
Listen to Rick Ford.
Think this New York is Guyana, where they call the police and ask the police to try to stop the protest, put the protest across the street. But we want to make it clear that we didn't elect Eric Adams to be mayor for the Guyana police, for the racist government in Guyana, to use NYPD as a tool to try to suppress people's freedom of speech. We want to make that clear.
Mm-hmm.
All right? So, Guyanese, wherever you are, come out to church and Linden Avenue. Wow, we got thousands of people here already. Schenectady. Linden and Schenectady Boulevard.
This was yesterday,
all
people.
Guyanese and Caribbean Americans. We have oh, by the way, because y'all know that because I went to Washington and talked to the Biden administration and the Congress people, the government put out a wanted bulletin for me. Imagine I living in America with the constitutional protection of freedom of speech, and these racists put out a wanted bulletin for me. Well, I come to meet the Prime Minister. Sorry. To let him know I the right way. He could take me. So, and by the way, it's cold. Y'all tell me take off my hoodie, but it's cold. It's too cold. So people are now coming. Trust me, ain't nobody in there. Share the link. Go, get on to Twitter, get on to Facebook, get into your email, get into WhatsApp, share this link. Everybody here, so far 3,000 of you watching, all 3,000 of you share this link to somebody else.
Listen to Rick Ford.
All Shadowling. Oh my goodness, this place is cool. Yeah.
You don't live here?
No, I don't live here. I live in Guyana.
Guyana cold now.
So people are now coming, right? So
Members
for
have
me,
to work, you know.
I represented me, Aliyah. Everybody.
You want to also be at San Hill.
Huh?
San Hill. I met them at
So hold on. Let me turn the camera around.
Bigfoot Work.
So you have about police officers that attend these right now. Nobody coming to listen to this government. So this is where this is a venue. God's with we're gonna go inside and ask some questions when the Prime Minister come. I hear y'all don't make the Prime Minister shake my hand, right? Y'all don't make the Prime Minister shake my hand.
Dildo has to go.
I asked for
All right.
Farmer's Field.
Yes.
And he wasn't there. I spoke with him, Prime Minister. They're supposed to be at San Hill.
What's Sun Hill?
They were going to San Hill.
No, Sarah wouldn't let him in there.
Oh God,
Who
they
tell
went
you?
in, there's a group of them.
Yeah, they went to buy.
Yeah, they went to buy a bit of
They just came from my neighbor across the street from me. They just came from
Yeah. Make some noise.
Folks are waving their Guyanese flag. This is yesterday in Brooklyn. We picked up some of the audio from the protests that happened there, folks.
Schenectady.
Yep. This was some of the protest activity
Somebody hold this way. Somebody hold this.
yesterday in Brooklyn
Hold this.
between Linden and Schenectady Avenue.
Can't hold everything like that. Come in.
And I know some of you folks who are even listening to us were out there. And so, folks, kudos to the folks of CGID, the NAR, the North American Region PNCR group. Kudos to all of you guys who participated, all of you guys who were boots on the ground. Wilma Grant and Glenford Gordon, thanks for joining us today, and Rami Leander. Folks, this is what boots on the ground means. When we got the protest activity, we got to go out there and join forces. But we got to beg some people to share the live stream. We got to beg some people to smash the emoji button. So imagine getting boots on the ground in some instances. People talk the talk, but not everybody walks the walk, Not everybody walks the walk. But good to see you. We wanted to share with you that very successful protest activity that happened down there in Brooklyn, New York yesterday. And I think after which the CGID even put out a statement, which I'm going to read for you in just a second. But folks, boots on the ground. Let's not play, This is real work. Your activism got to be meaningful. Right? There are times like now we say on social media to spread the information. We work smarter. We don't always have to work harder. But there comes a time, guys, when it has to be boots on the ground. Not play boots. Real boots on the ground. And I want to thank all of the persons who went out there and who participated in that activity of letting your voice be heard. That's important. Your voice must be heard. Your voice must be heard. So again, big congrats to all the folks who were out there yesterday afternoon, Linden and Schenectady Avenue, making their voices heard. And this is a statement, folks. I want to just go through a couple of paragraphs that was issued by the CGID organization. Let me just qualify that by verifying. Yes, it was issued by Rickford Burke, president of the Caribbean Guyana Institute for Democracy, issued yesterday. And I'm just going to read a couple of paragraphs. Tonight, the people of Brooklyn rejected the racist PPC regime in Guyana. They refused to attend the PPP government meeting at the God's Battalion of Prayer Church in central Brooklyn. This rejection was an embarrassment and denunciation of the installed Prime Minister Mark Phillips. Mark Phillips has been going to black communities in the diaspora to peddle the PPP's audacious lie about one Guyana. African Guyanese in Brooklyn know that the PPP has created two Guyanas, one for their East Indian base and another for their African Guyanese base, and others who do not support them. The diaspora also knows that the PPC regime is the most racist in the government, one of the most racist government rather, in this hemisphere. And lastly, the PPP has been attempting to subjugate the African Guyanese population. They're attempting to shut out black people from benefiting from the Ghana economic development and oil and gas revenues. This is part of a statement that was issued by the Caribbean Guyana Institute for Democracy, of which the president is Mr. Rickford Burke, and they were one of the organizations and one of the organizers of yesterday's protest activity again on Linden Boulevard and Schenectady Avenue there in Brooklyn, New York. And kudos to the folks who went out and not were only vocal on social media, but were boots on the ground. Good to see we have Roxanne Aaron with us. We have Wilma Grant, and we got Diane Gravesandi, we got Eileen Kellman and Beatrice Selby. Good to have all of you folks here with us today. Just to bring you guys a little bit up to speed at what has been happening internationally, including this protest there in Brooklyn. We've had that invasion, that war on Ukraine by Russian forces, and quite a bit of information I want to share with you as we move along the program today. But guys, I want to encourage you. Today is open mic. I want to do the least talking, but invite you guys to send us your voice notes, whether on this protest activity, whether on what is happening, whether it's on what is happening there in the Ukraine, and I'll be so happy to play it as we move along in our program today. So I wanna get those voice notes from you guys, and we're going to move along in that way. Whether it's the protest, something back home happening that you wanna comment on. Again, one voice note per person, please, guys. We might not have chance to play all of them. One voice note per person, and try to keep it under 2 minutes. If you can't say what you want to say in 2 minutes, well, then you're just a little tingish. So let's kind of keep it short, guys. 2 minutes, one voice note per person, and let's move it along. In just bring you guys up to date with some additional things that have been happening. Sangster Seymour and Roxanne Aaron, Eileen Kellman, it's Angela, Tamara Daw, and all of you other guys. I want to just bring you up to date with some of the other things that have been happening on the Ukraine front, folks, where the lives of people are in the balance here. That war on Ukraine by Russia. The mayor of Kiev, which is the main city in the Ukraine, the mayor recently said that some Russians have already entered the city there, and of course Russia is looking to capture Kiev. Is going to be a major prize in this push by Russia to take charge of the Ukraine. And picking up on a report out of Reuters, it says here that Russian missiles pounded Kiev. Families cowered in shelters, and authorities told residents to prepare Molotov cocktails to defend Ukraine's capital from an assault that the mayor said had already begun with saboteurs in the city. Yep, we make our own saboteurs here. Moscow claimed that they had captured an airfield called Hostomel, the Hostomel airfield, which is northwest of the city, a vital staging post for a planned assault on Kiev, which has been fought over since the first hours of the war. This could not immediately be confirmed, however, by the Ukrainian authorities, who reported heavy fighting there. And the report further stated that the city had gone into a defensive phase. Shots and explosions are ringing out in some neighborhoods, and the saboteurs have already entered Kiev, said Kiev's mayor, the former world heavyweight boxing champion Vitaly Klitschko, the former world heavyweight boxing champion. He is the mayor of Kiev. He said that the enemies want us to put the capital on its knees and destroy us. The enemy wants to put the capital on its knees and destroy us. And then we're learning also, as it concerns this war on the Ukraine by Russia, Denmark has deployed some soldiers additionally to Estonia in the wake of the Russian invasion of Ukraine. Denmark, the country, has deployed soldiers. And this report, guys, by way of FYI and updating you folks, Denmark will increase its contributions to NATO forces by deploying around 200 soldiers to Estonia, as well as 2 F-16 fighter jets to perform aerial policing in Poland's airspace. The government said on Thursday as a response to Russia's invasion of Ukraine. And so a number of countries are doing their bit to push back against this intrusion, this full-scale war on the Ukraine, and Denmark doing its bit there also. In additional news, the Pope, folks, the Pope, yes, the Pope that they keep in the Vatican, that same Pope, he departed protocol today and went to the Russian embassy in the Vatican over Ukraine, departing from protocol. And we dare say, this, folks, is how you send a strong message. You have to depart from protocol if you have a war that is going to cost innumerable human lives. You can't just go according to the status quo. And that is why, folks, I need to understanding what NATO is doing. All of this posturing, we know what the intentions and the mechanisms of the Russians are. What is NATO doing? Sitting on the sidelines. And so the Pope ain't having it. The Pope has departed from protocol and went to the Russian embassy over Ukraine. And this report, guys, says that Pope Francis went to the Russian embassy to the Holy See went to the Russian embassy to the Holy See on Friday to relay his concerns over Russia's invasion of Ukraine to the Moscow's ambassador in an unprecedented departure from diplomatic protocol. The Vatican spokesman, is it Matteo Bruni? The Vatican spokesman, Matteo Bruni, said the Pope spent more than half an hour at the embassy. He went to express his concerns over the war. Bruni said declining to give details about the visit or the conversation. That's as much as the spokesperson for the Vatican would say, but the Pope marched from the Vatican to the Russian embassy to make his concerns felt. And that, folks, with that said, I did not like, even though we've issued a strong statement, quote unquote, strong statement, Guyana that is, on this intrusion and this assault on Ukraine by Russia. I did not like the posture of our minister, even though he installed, I didn't like it. I didn't like the posture of Hugh Todd with the Russian ambassador. I did not like it with a smile on his face and a hand on his back. Nonsense, right? If the Pope could break protocol to show his disdain for this war, who are we? Who are we? I'm watching my language. I really want to say some things, but I hear my usual counselor saying, "What's your language?" Right? We gotta be serious about this. We have to be serious about this, folks. The mic is all yours. The number is 627-6963. Send us a voice note, one voice note per person, please, guys. And we're not taking any calls. Send us a voice note, whatever issue concerns you, whether it's the war in Ukraine, whether it's the protest in Brooklyn yesterday, whether it's something happening on the ground here. I don't like the posture, but you see, this is what happened when you install people. This is what happened when you install people, when the numbers are not adding up and so on. This is what happens. When you should be serious, you're smiling. Right? If you thought would spend more time on foreign affairs, he would know how to conduct himself. So the statement you issue and your body language and so on got to match up. All of these things matter in international relations. I dare say so. They matter. We can't just bobbing and weaving and behaving, how these guys are behaving. We cannot operate in that manner. The mic is open. Do you want to send a message, a via and a voice note to 627-6963, guys? And we're going to be sure to play it here. A number of other things that are happening also on the home front that we're going to be sharing with you guys intermittently throughout our podcast today. But we wanted to bring those things to you first because they are so current and we thought you needed to know. Around the region, for instance, around the Caribbean region, we see those persons who travel and they roam in terms of their phone usage and data usage, they roam. You gonna smile a sigh of relief because Digicel in collaboration with Cable and Wireless Communications just on Wednesday last inked a declaration of St. George, this is in Grenada, St. George's towards the reduction of intra-CARICOM roaming charges that will pave the way for reduced fees paid when traveling between CARICOM countries. And the report we're picking up on says that the Grenadian Prime Minister, Keith Mitchell, and the lead CARICOM head of government with responsibility for science and technology, Kieran Melvey, Director of Government Affairs and Digicel Group, and Director of Government Affairs and Digicel Group. Am I reading it right? Yep. Digicel Group and Curly Prescott, Vice President of South Caribbean Cable and Wireless Communications, were signatories to this declarations. So that's what's happening in the Caribbean. Those of you who roam about, y'all like walk, who roam about the Caribbean, you can expect in the near future to be paying less in terms of roaming. And I would like to see us more up to date locally with what's happening on the international scene, what's happening in the region. Because if, for instance, you have a phone in the U.S. and you come home, it doesn't. I don't think, as far as I know, as far as I've been made aware, you can go through any of the networks here. Let's say you're with AT&T or Verizon or one of those networks overseas or in some other country. And so I think if we really say we in the big leagues now because we pumping oil, if we're in the big leagues because of that, then I think we got to come up to scratch. And there's lots of work to be done in telecommunication. Those of us who were in government the last time know that there were tremendous steps that were being taken to move things along. But them boys said they know best. Them boys said they know best. Just because they said they know best for the sugar industry, and yet 2 years in, we don't have one sugar estate open. As a matter of fact, they've been selling out the factories with the workers inside. I think this is termed trafficking in persons, but they might call it other names. They call it divesting and joint venture and a number of other things, right? They don't call it trafficking in persons. But that's another story all by itself, and we're following that on the home front because the company, for instance, who is in this joint venture for the Enmore packaging plant that used to package sugar, they're saying that they are not leasing the entire estate, it's just the packaging plant. They're also saying that it was the government who approached them on that issue. And we're also picking up, I think, another report. Folks, the more the days go by, is the more you're learning about this matter here. That a lot of money was already poured into this venture, and the Gaisuka is still to meet with GAU, the union, the Guyana Agricultural Workers Union, because the union says they were blindsided, they didn't see this coming, they weren't breached or anything like that, but we're waiting to see the outcome of all this cook-up here, this cook-up with a dab of curry, right? We're still waiting to see the outcome of all that. But folks, we want to hear from you. We want to hear from you. So let us know how it is where you are. We'd love to get a voice note from you. Keep it under 2 minutes if you can. And perhaps one voice note per person is going to do. And we'd love to hear your views, whether on the war in Ukraine, whether it's on what's happening, some of the issues that are in the public domain. It's the protests yesterday. It's what's happening back home. The roads, folks, the roads. We got to slow down, guys. We got to slow down out there. Peggy Russell Elias, we have to slow down. Andrew Cuthbert and Robin Narayan, we got to slow down. Roxanne Odessa, Jacobs, we got to slow down, folks. And those of you who are in listening here of our broadcast, we invite you to share the program, and we would like you guys also to smash that emoji button. Let us know how you guys are receiving the program, where you are, and what is the mood on this rainy Friday in Georgetown, this cold Friday in New York, this sunny Friday in Florida, and this freezing Friday in Canada. Let us know how you guys are. I mean, it could be cold outside, but like us, you're bubbling on the inside. You are ready to take charge and take over. Let us know what's happening where you are. Drop us a voice note, and we'll be happy to share it with our listeners. Here, we will be more than happy, we dare say, to share it with our listeners at this end. Folks, the mic is open. It is all yours. Give the program a share. We want to hear from you. We would love to hear from you. Tell us perhaps where you're joining us from. Tell us what the weather is where you are, and then you can tell us what concerns, what bothering y'all. What is bothering y'all? If I tell you what bothering me, take me the next 3 hours. It's plenty things. It's plenty, people. It's plenty things bothering me. But good to have each and every one of you here. I see Yolanda there with me here. I see Ann Beverly here, Sato. I see Patricia Kisun from the back street around the corner by the side house. I see lots of you guys have tuned into our program, and guys, we're so heartened by that. We want to hear from you now, so smash the emoji button, share the live stream, send the voice note so we can play it and know what concerns you. We would be happy to hear from you. And let me see if it's showing up on this other end clearer. Guys, we want to hear from you. It is your time. It is your turn. The mic is open, and we'd love to hear from you. Wherever you're joining us from around the world, we want to hear from you all. We aren't taking any calls, people. We are not taking any calls. The number you want to WhatsApp that voice note to is 627-6963. That's our number. The mic is yours. Folks, let's get on the way. I want to take about 20 or 30 voice notes before we close the program today and head into the ring later on. So we want to hear from you, 627-6963. Don't be shy. We don't bite on Thursdays, unfortunately. When you catch me tomorrow, is war. When you catch me Sunday, folks, is lashes. Come through with the voice notes and let us know how you guys are feeling out there. Well, you know, one of the crew at the back here said, you talk for yourself. You don't bite on Fridays. He said, you talk for yourself. Bing, bang, bing. Ping, pang, ping. You heard it there, folks. Bing, bang, bing. Ping, pang, ping. What else I can tell y'all? What else I can tell y'all? That is what it is. He said, you talk for yourself. Right? You talk for yourself. I talk to myself. I don't bite on Fridays, but I can promise you, right? Over the weekend, right? I got some proclivities, folks. I got some proclivities. I just want y'all. Bing, bang, bing, ping, pang, ping. I just want y'all. We got some proclivities. I just tell y'all. Bing, bang, bing. Ping, pang, ping. Bing, bang, bing. Send through the voice notes for us, folks. Send through the voice notes. Come true, come true. Hold me today. Bing, bang, bing. Ping, pang, ping. Hold me today, folks. We want to hear from you. Folks, I remind you, we are not taking calls today. We ain't taking no calls. Send us a voice note and 627-6963, and we will be very, very happy, more than happy to play it for us. Because when we take the calls and other folks keep calling, the calls are cut, the volume goes down. We want to prevent all of that. Send a voice note. We're going to play it quickly, and we move on. Folks, we want to hear from you. Wherever you're joining us from around the world, maybe you can let us know where you're joining us from. Let us know what the weather is. And then speak until your mind's at ease for 2 minutes, please. Please and thank you. Please and thank you. We want to hear from you guys. We want to hear from you. Bring it down. Y'all don't come. Try to start rapping now. Bing, bang, bing. Ping, pang, ping. Good to have so many of you joining us. Run the lane, baby, there. Rhonda says she sent a voice note. Let me see. Guys, you know this new version of WhatsApp. I don't know what the people doing on. Yes, I'm seeing quite a few of them. What's happening here, man? What's happening here? What's happening here? All right, we're going to do, folks, we aren't taking any calls, unfortunately. We aren't taking any calls. We are going to be playing the, unfortunately. All right, we're getting set to play a couple of them for you. Share the live stream in the meantime and smash that emoji button. Let's hear some of the things that ailed thee. Bing, bang, bing. Ping, pang, ping. Good to have so many of you on the broadcast today. Really, really great to have so many of you with us. Really, really great to have so many of you with us. Good to see each and every one of you guys. All right, good to see each and every one of you. Wherever you're joining us from around the world. wherever you guys are joining us from around the world. Really, really good to see you. Really, really glad to have you guys here with us. Good to see you guys. Good to have you guys here with us. Yeah, good to have you guys with us. Good to see wherever you're joining us from. And we're going to take a couple of the voice notes, and let me see what we have here. I do think the mic is open. The mic is open.
Good afternoon, Sherrod and all the listeners. I would like to let Guyanese know I'm speaking about the war for the force. What's
Mm-hmm.
happening in Ukraine and between Ukraine and Russia. Now, I'm speaking now to the government. This government trying to marginalize a set of people and giving other people what they ain't supposed to get. And what even they're supposed to get, others supposed to get. But now let me tell you something. If there's an outcome that the UN and whosoever which we are signatory to, and all we are signatory
Mm-hmm.
to, everybody got to come. Are going to find um, they will mount a retaliation. They want support from all the members. Now, even if we have to send 500 soldiers, out of that 500 soldiers, 99% of the outside people are who they're marginalizing. Now they marginalize the joint services. They marginalize the public servants. 90% of the public servants are made up of Amerindians and people of African descent. Now you expect
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You're going nice. You're going nice.
people to go out there, leave their family. I know some of them saw the reaction of the soldiers them who had the last say with the family before they went to war in Ukraine. Now, do the government have a heart? They don't have any.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Easy now.
They don't have any heart. You see what they did with the money? Why don't they take the 200,000 people, put them in uniform, different thing, and put them to the front, and then let Papa Jagabat lead them? But on a serious note, let them see the consequences of when somebody's not in well and being treated right. Suppose every joint some decide to say, hey, no, boy, we say no, we ain't going no way. Could he take the cane cutters and all the iconies that they give big money to go stand up in front? No, they will be out of the country, out of the country and leave us to fend. So I want Guyanese
Bing, bang, bing.
to stand. Let us forget about race and ethnicity and all this. Let us deal with the issues. Deal with issues
Correct, correct is right.
and react to issues. Two, this government needs I this government needs a whole scale turnover washout and everything. They're not afraid with current affairs, foreign affairs, and what. They just do things, say things that they can't act. With the feel that people forget, we ain't forgetting them. I would never forget them. And the next thing, let me tell people, 99% of the ex-military men on the road is the people that they're marginalizing. Our indigenous brothers and the black people. They don't care. They're just about money. They don't even care if they sell me out. I can give people other things to say, but that is for now concerning the war.
Interesting comments. Thank you for coming through there, my brother. Thank you for coming through. We got some other folks as well with us, folks.
Oh, hello, Sharad. Good
Hello,
evening
Candy.
to you. I hope you're having a good day. And
Mm-hmm.
it's kind of sunny and a little bit of rainy in between in Skeldon. So a big shout out to Skeldon. And Sharad, Marky said to tell you Good day. Anyways, the point what I want to make today is Airfort Ali and Moonshine Jagdeo is saying that we have a one Guyana. We don't have no one Guyana. We have a divided Guyana. And on top of that, this is not going anywhere. These people, how come when they're in there, if you do the right thing, Sharon, if they do the right thing, do you think we will have all these bickerings and all these fussing and fighting and putting down one another in the two between the two parties? If the PPP do the right thing that they were supposed to do when they get into office, what is their rightful job that they have to do for the people? Don't you think that the country will be going smoothly and they will have no problem? I don't have a problem who rule and who's not ruling. If it's Jack Dale or Granger or whoever. My point being is
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
if you do the right thing, you won't have problems. And another thing, Sharad, finally, before I go, they're talking about this six race and all these different races and all that. I only see one race, which is the human race. Anyway, Sharon, have a fantastic evening, and I'll see you in the ring tonight. Take care.
You too, Candy. You too. Candy is calling us from the quarantine, Skeldon. And hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up. I want to pretend I hear Candy say Moonshine Jack Dio and Air Fart Alley. Did I hear that? Moonshine Jack Dio and Air Fart Alley? I don't want to pretend I didn't hear it. I don't want to pretend that, but I just want to make sure my ears. When you get to a certain age, your body start playing tricks on you people. So I don't want to pretend. So I just want clarity. You all are the same thing, folks. You all are the same thing, folks. Wherever you guys are joining us from around the world, it's our privilege having each and every one of you. We are so glad that you guys have joined us today. We are so privileged that you guys have joined us. Hundreds of you take the opportunity, guys, to share the program. Take the opportunity as well to smash that emoji button. Candy says, yes, I did. I see Rhonda Lane here as well, and Anne Beverly. Romesh Prasad is here too, including Diane Milner and Andrew Cuthbert. Good to see each and every one of you. I do think we have another person.
Good afternoon, Sherwood, and the public at large. This government glad for sending some of y'all black people so that they could get rid of some of y'all. Y'all too much, and especially around election time.
Well, it's when they send me and I come back as a national hero, then they can get problems. Then they get problems because when they throw in the lions, then we come out leading the lions. Right? So when they send me and I come back as a celebrated national hero, hope they're able. Right? Sometimes it's one thing that when we get it, we don't able. That being said, thanks for that contribution, my brother. Thank you for that contribution. And I do think we have another person. Do we? I do think we have another person. All right, maybe not. Maybe this one we have played before.
Good afternoon, Sharon.
Yeah, we've played this one before. You've heard that one before. Moving on to some other folks who would have sent us something, folks. Take a listen.
Good day, Sharon, and to all the viewers.
Good day,
I
ma'am.
will take this opportunity to say thanks to Mr. Rickford Burke and all those people who braved that weather
Oh,
to
yes.
come out and
In the
protest
cold.
us. And I hope Guyanese in Guyana, you could take that same attitude towards protests. Many of you, when people like me going out to protest, lots of people will try to pull me and say, oh, don't go, don't go. That is what protesting, not sitting down on the phone, typing a set of stupid comments and you don't mean it. Next, about this Ukraine thing, I'm a bit worried. I would like to know, seeing that Exxon is an affiliator with them, they are not Americans, and
Take your time. Take your time and peel your pine. Take your time.
Biden has taken his stand against the war. If the Ukraine, the Russian, will now use Exxon oil rig out there as a target to send a missile, and if that should happen, heaven help us all. Last, Yesterday, I decided to go and buy some things, and in the goods, I bought a bottle of nut butter. Nutty it is that is being made in country. We like to support our own. There's a talk to support our own. I don't know what they have there for nut butter. I used it twice, and I think I'm going to throw away the balance of the bottle from a little bit of pension because it's no good. Better they rub my bread with Vaseline than car grease and eat back.
Father, mercy, mercy, folks. That's the woman's view on the products that she bought. You know, we got to up our standards here locally as well, as she rightfully said. We usually say buy local, and she wants to do that. But she said when she eat this nut butter, it's better she use Vaseline and rub carrot grease in her bread. I don't want to pretend she didn't say that, folks. I don't want to pretend she didn't say that. Like I say, as you get on in age, Maxine, you heard that? Andrew, you heard that? Jennifer, Bob, what about you? Yolanda, Bob, Joanne, Gemma, you heard that? I think I heard that. Folks, share the live stream wherever you're joining us from. Smash that emoji button as well. And let's keep it going. We want to hear from you. 627-6963 is the number you want to send that voice note to. 627-6963. The mic is yours.
Good morning, Cheryl.
Good morning, ma'am.
I'm calling from Washington State.
My
It's
Lord.
pretty cold
Tell
here
Biden
on
hello
my
for
way
us.
to work. I just want to say one thing. They need to stop with this one Guyana. There must be a militancy. It must be one people, one nation, and one destiny. Just cut the crap with one Guyana. What is one Guyana? Nationhood is necessary. We need to recognize that the Constitution is designed in a particular way. Cut the crap about one Guyana. It's one people.
Take your time now.
One nation and one destiny. Have a good day. Bye-bye.
Have a good day, my sister. Good to hear from you again. Good to hear from you. And thanks for the thing, you know, the thing. Wink, wink. Cut the crap. You hear that, folks? Cut the crap. Cut the crap. That one's below the belt. Cut it. Good.
Good afternoon. What is going on with the Accounts Committee and Parliament? Why there is no Parliament?
Folks, they meet so irregular for Parliament. These folks don't like oversight. They don't like it. They don't like oversight. Asking them for Parliament is telling them for bathe the skin every day, 3 times per day. They don't like the oversight. They don't like transparency. They like accountability. That's all I can say on that front. While I enjoy my suspension from the National Assembly. Talking to you, good folks.
Good morning. First of all, I must congratulate you for a good program. And I must tell you, I am usually at work and I would put my earpiece in and I would take my hat and cover my ears. So I listen to you. I listen to 2 of your programs actually. Below the Bells and In the Ring. The other one is too early for me because I work night session most early in the morning. So it's like really hard for me to listen to. But the thing that I want to see us do is keep focus on that petition, the election petition. This is what we need. We need everyone to see exactly who the originals are, who won, and who installed themselves. We need clarity on that. And I think the whole country, the whole world needs clarity on that. So if we gotta ride the CCJ, we gotta go in front of the CCJ, whatever we gotta do, the petition must be heard.
Yes.
That is my biggest.
I love it. And I promise you, my sister, we're going to do a specific program just to give an update on the petition. Guys who are listening to us, we aren't taking calls today. The mic is still yours. Send us a voice note. We'll play your concerns for you. Thank you so much, my sister, for the support. When the woman tell me, Dave, that she on the job, I think she had 4 listening to me, 2 programs per day, she earpiece. She pull her hat over and she listen to the program. That is a committed militant citizen. I take down fire fastness. You're committed like that. Thank you, my sister. Thank you, my sister. Folks, Andrew Cosbert, you militant like that, my brother? Pauline Austin, what about you? Good to have each and every one of you here. And again, I promise we're going to do an update, a whole program dedicated to an update for that the petitions issue, the election petition, because we know they rob, the thief, and the cheat. And we'll keep you guys posted on that front.
America know which limb to jump on. If was a country that does not have the defense that Russia have, America would be bullying that country. Sanctions will never work with Russia.
My brother might be onto something there. Yeah, Rita? My brother might be onto something there in that statement he has made. If Russia didn't have the defenses, they'd be taking bully. Who took bully recently? Pim pim. Pim ping. Bing bang bing. Ping pang ping. Moving on, folks. Bing bang bing. Ping pang ping. Well, look who's shop now. We are sit down, please and thank you. Take out your water, your cokes and your popcorn. Look who's shop is big girl. She got your things.
Hi, Cheryl. Good day. This is your girl Marlene here. I wanting to know what is wrong with the sugar workers. The sugar workers suddenly gone silent. They're not saying anything. If it was the coalition had done that with the sugar estates, Pirate Jack Dio, they would have already had, and Gao would have had the sugar workers out on the streets protesting. So what happened now? What happened now? That's what I'm trying to figure out. What happened? They're all gone into silent mode, the mute button hand, and nobody ain't saying nothing.
Marlon,
Next, I was so ashamed for Sam Hines and Dharam Lal them last night.
Tell me.
Why would they want to go to a black community to peddle a bunch of lies when people are seeing everything internationally on the social media, what is going on? These guys need to relax themselves, and I'm trying to figure out what is it that the PPP and the speaker is doing with Dharam Lal. And I think that y'all should just protest Parliament, the next sitting of Parliament, for them to remove Dharam Lal. That's just my take. Anyway, you have a blessed weekend. And the next thing I want to say to the Guyanese people, the curfew is being lifted, but COVID is still real. And the Guyanese people need to get a grip of themselves, pull themselves together and protect yourself at all times. The PPP ain't going to protect you. They just left them open up there for God. They go sport party hard and die. Get more COVID.
God forbid. God forbid. Thank you, Marlon, for that piece. All very valid points. Marlon, on why the sugar workers are not protesting. Silent night, holy night. All is calm, all is bright. Marlene, Marlene, all very valid points. Silent night, holy night, all is calm, all is bright. Round the young virgin, mother and child, sleep in heavenly peace. What else I can tell you all, folks? When you see Marlene come through, you got brace yourself. Brace yourself. Again, folks, I think we have another person. Let me see if we do. If we have another. Guys, good to have each and every one of you. Let's see if we have another person here.
Michael Monnier is my very good friend. And it's my friend, his daughter is my friend daughter. I know Michael before Michael even met the child with my friend. And we very good friends all the years.
Folks, this is Michael Monroe, the parliamentary staff who lost his life overnight. His SUV was driving and smashed into a truck on the East Bank, and our thoughts and prayers go out to Michael Monroe and his family. He was the librarian for the National Assembly. And again, our thoughts and prayers go to him and his family, and that's what that contributor was referring to on that front. Again, we do want to hear from you as we begin to wind down. We ain't fully wind down here, but we're in the phases of winding down. It would be good to hear from you guys out there, and I'm trying to ensure that I capture each and every one of the voice notes that were sent to us. And guys, we'd love to hear from you guys as well, wherever you're joining us from. And we're going through meticulously. And again, I say to folks who are listening to us, you don't have to agree with us politically to send a voice note. If you disagree, send your voice note and send a. You understand me? We can't eat okra every day, and I'd love to hear for some. We want to hear from folks across the divide. You don't have to belong to the same political party, persuasion, or what have you. You're listening to us. You have a contribution to make. Make a contribution. You think we're picking and choosing which voice notes we are going to play? The mic is your own. Come and talk the things. Come and talk the things.
Hey Sharon, good afternoon.
Mm-hmm. Same to you.
Concerning this,
Good afternoon.
voice noting from Essequibo.
Essequibo the
Concerning
house.
The United States asking for assistance from Guyana,
Mm-hmm.
where our government is planning to deploy our soldier. What is the plan? What is the backup plan in case now you deployed our soldier, which is to protect and serve the territorial integrity of Guyana soil and the people of Guyana? When they take our joint service, concerning mostly of the military, and send them to defend another territory, what about our territorial grounds against Venezuela when we deploy our soldier there? What will happen with our territorial grounds and Venezuela? Is there a plan in case Venezuela decide to invade? Are you gonna pull back those troops from the United States of America? What is the plan, and how efficient you think that the government could respond in case Venezuela decide to act up? You got to look at these things on both sides, not just one side. You send your troops to America because you are ally, but how effective are you?
Valid point. Very, very valid point. How effective, right? How effective are you going to be? Talk the things, my brother.
React in case Venezuela decide, what if this thing and Russia is a plan? We distract them from this side, they send their soldier, and you could invade them from
We see next
from the other
Ukraine.
end. How effective could Guyana respond? How effective could Guyana and Guyana allies respond to this threat? I don't think that this is a wise idea, sending your soldier out there at this moment, knowing that you are targeted also yourself from your neighboring country. That is my concern.
Yep. And then we is the next Ukraine, and there's been saber rattling next door already. There's been saber rattling next door already, and they got saboteurs too, right? There's been saber rattling, folks. Excellent point my brother has raised there, right? But y'all know he's a peaceful people, and we don't look for trouble. Yeah, but ask wrong. So Venezuela, we know y'all listening, and don't get tied up. Don't Venezuelans, we hospitable when we need to be. We offer humanitarian aid when we use it, when we need it. Don't get tied up. Don't get tied up. Don't get tired, folks. That being said, excellent point raised by my brother. Excellent point raised by my brother. They all wrong. Full marks for that. Fantastic observation.
Hey, good day, Sherrod. I
Good day, my
am
brother.
calling because my concern is the border issues that we have in Guyana. And looking at the Russia and Ukraine situation, it makes me wonder if Venezuela or Suriname decide to play copycat.
If they decide to play copycat, we'll be there.
What will Guyana do? I know that we get a lot of oil money that we're supposed to be getting. I just hope that the government start strengthening the security, whether it is the maritime, whether it is the actual water patrol. They need to start recruiting more people and educating these people, getting more advanced technology to monitor what is going on. Because the Venezuelans can, send the migrants over there, and all of a sudden they do just like what Ukraine, Russia is doing, invading a country, saying that their citizens over there they're trying to support, which is basically taking somebody's country for nothing at all. I just hope that we do something and strengthen our security in the border issues.
Same point being made. Here, the fellow there. Same point being made.
Hi, good afternoon, Sharon.
Good afternoon, William.
The situation with the in the Ukraine, the war between Russia and the Ukraine, is much more complex than the Western media is trying to tell you.
Talk to
They're
us.
portraying Russia as the bad guy. If
Mm-hmm.
you recall, in the 90s, after the breakup of the Soviet Union, all of these states were sucked in by NATO. The last of which was the Ukraine. So Russia is completely surrounded by NATO forces, and the Ukraine was the last of that. Now, if you're locked in a room with a cat, and the cat can't get out, how do you expect the cat to respond?
Mm-hmm. That's an interesting point of view. Folks, we tell you we don't like we are not adverse to contrary views and contrary opinions, and William certainly has a different view on what's happening in Russia. And we're thankful for that. We are thankful for that. Some folks are telling us they can't get to share our live stream. Facebook, we are doing Facebook. Huh? Like we got to surround Facebook like Ukraine is surrounded. Folks, Facebook, come on. Come on, Facebook. Zuckerberg, I know you are listening to us.
But Sharon, I see lady from Kingston. You know me.
I know
I
you.
just have a good laugh with James Bond. I laugh in my head good. I got two big break for YPI. He's so stupid. He educated and he's so stupid that he they want he for do we had to do. I now see why Granger didn't give him no position because like Granger didn't know he would be a betrayal. Shut your mouth. And Granger know why he do though, because he sell his soul. Why he didn't call his best friend, Marmate, for tell them and let her open up the thing. He got more for Lord. He too stupid. I laugh in my head out. Oh my God. I so happy that the day come that I could have laughed. Stupid. This is what happened with enough of we with this kinky hair. This is what happened with enough of we. This is why we there in the boat. We sailing to nowhere. This is my take.
Thanks for that contribution, my sister. Is the shush him out for me? Folks, we tell you, we don't have to agree with your views, but we want to thank you for putting them forward. And so we're going to play them. We're going to play the voice notes, guys. Century Voices 627-6963. I think we've gone just a little bit beyond our program time, but I'm certain you'll bear with us because some of these voice notes are salacious. Folks, we are live, and so we're not taking any calls right now. Our apologies. We are not taking any calls, but we want to have your voice notes. We still got a couple minutes. I think we can take a couple if you guys still want to come through. We want to make sure that we play all of them. And I think we have cleared the cache. Methinks that we have cleared the cache. Let me just double check. Want to make sure that we have, yep. We have. We want to make sure that we're not shortchanging anybody. And again, you don't have to share our views. You do not have to share our religious views. I'm Pentecostal. You don't have to share political views. I am Coalition, Alliance for Change. You don't have to share any of our medical views. I am O positive where blood is concerned. You don't have to share any of our views are on this page, Matthew, James, and all the others. But we would not begrudge you for you having put them forward. If you think you like me, you don't like me, we want to hear from you. This program is for you. Below the belt. Below the belt. Good to see you, Wilma Grant, giving a shout out to the Trench Crappos. and the Jagabats. Good to see you, Cycling Earl and Beverly, Jennifer, Bob, all you fantastic folks. I think that's going to do it for our program today. Do we have any other? Let me just go through again a second sweep. I don't want to shortchange nobody. Right, so we're making a second sweep to ensure we have cleared the cache of the VNs, and then we proceed. Guys, that's going to do it for our time. Remember, we encourage you guys to come on board and partner with us so that we can continue to get the valid and credible information to you guys. I think I'm missing just one. Let me see. No, I'm not missing anything. I'm running the cache again to make sure that we are not shortchanging anybody. Good to have each and every one of you here with us. Do take the opportunity to partner with us, guys. Do take that opportunity to partner with us. We would love, love, love to keep on doing what we've been doing at this end. We got several opportunities for you to do so. We got the Cash App feature by which you can come on board, guys, and partner with us. Our Cash App handle is In the Ring 592. It's a dollar sign in the ring 592. The dollar sign or symbol in the ring 592 available via MoneyGram, via MoneyGram, yes, and via Western Union as well. We're available via Zelle and via PayPal. Our Zelle and PayPal email address are one and the same. It's in the ring 592 at gmail.com. In the ring 592 at gmail.com. And our we also available via MMG. Our MMG number, folks. MMG number is 6276963. And if you need guidance on how you can contribute via any of these platforms to keep Below the Belt going, to keep In the Ring going, to keep FYI going, and our website as well, getting you in real time the valid and credible information, guys, you are free to WhatsApp. Same number you've called us on today, 6276963, and we'll be certain to tell you how you can do so. Magnan Barrow, good to see you, Magnell. Good to see you, Magnell. And Jackie Beard, good to see you, guys. Give our program a share before you go. Beatrice Selby, good to see you. Guys, go forth and conquer this weekend. Be gentle with yourselves as well. Good to see you, Cecile. Oh, girl. Good to see you, Cecile. Wilma Grant. Good to see you. And Bevney. And all of you guys. There are hundreds of you who tune into our podcast today. It was our privilege being here. We couldn't ask for a better audience. You fantastic, uncontroversial, beautiful, elegant, eloquent, handsome peoples. Good to see you. Sandra Baptiste is here as well. And Chanel Ross. You've been here all this time so quietly. Roxanne Odessa and Sandra Baptiste. Good to see you folks. Joylyn Cook, what's bubbling in the pot today? Desiree Simon, Liverpool. Desiree, we hope that all is well and you'll be a little gentle with yourself this weekend. Guys, have a fantastic weekend. We'll be back in the ring tonight. And then we got 2 podcasts over the weekend, Saturday and Sunday. And then we're back to the regular programming next week. Folks, February is already gone. Pace and power in 2022. We hope that you guys, if you have not accomplished your goals as yet, that they're ever before you, that your dreams and hopes and aspirations will become reality. Pace and power, folks, in 2022. Go after those big things that you've been thinking about accomplishing. Let potential become performance in 2022, folks. Pace and power, respect and manners. Each and every one of you. Paulette Hawkippins, good to see you. Diane Graves, Zandy, Diane, how you doing? You know, we got some people like Diane who's put their money with them out there. Diane, thank you for the ting, and I can tell you about ting. Ping, pang, bing, ping, pang, ping. Thank you, folks, for joining us today. Good to have had each and every one of you with us. Have a great day. And Sandra Arjun and Beverly Jackie Beard, Sandra Baptiste, all these Sandras here. Carmen Bailey, we see you. Warnella Garland, have a fantastic day, folks. Be gentle with yourself. We're back in the ring at 8 tonight. Ping, pang, ping, bing, bang, bing. That's our time. Below the Belt, our international podcast. Thank you guys for joining. Who vex lose? Who vex vex? That being said, take care. Take care now. Take care now. We ain't giving up the mountains. We ain't giving up no stream. What's that one here? Ping, pang, ping. Bing, bang, bing. Venezuela, take note. Take care, guys. See you guys later. Laters.